There are 42 verses in Adhyaya 10, the opulence of the Absolute, which is found in this chapter. The Supreme Lord is quoted as saying, "My dear friend, mighty armed Arjun, listen again to my supreme word, which I shall impart to you for your benefit and which will give you great joy." The chapter then goes on to say that Arjun is the protagonist. The Supreme Personality of the Godhead is full of the 6 opulence, including strength, fame, wealth, knowledge, beauty, and renunciation. All 6 opulence were on display while Ka was on this planet. Arjun is currently receiving more private instruction from Ka about his opulence and work. The more one hears about the Supreme God, the more he is firmly fixed in devotional service. It is important to constantly hear about the Lord from other devotees. This will improve one's devotional service. The Lord expressly informs Arjun that these discourses are taking place for his benefit because he is very dear to him. Sri Krishna is the Supreme Lord, as stated in the Brahma Sahit. He is the source of all causes, there is none greater than him. What is the position of the so-called scholars of this tiny planet when even the demigods and great sages are unable to understand Krishna? They are unable to fully understand either his name or his personality? No one can comprehend why the Supreme God manifests as a regular person on earth and carries out such mundane yet wonderful deeds. Knowledge is the ability to distinguish between spirit and matter, and intelligence is the ability to view things from the proper perspective. Ordinary knowledge acquired through a university education only has a material focus, so it is not recognized as knowledge in this context. Understanding the difference between spirit and matter is knowledge. Modern education only focuses on meeting the physical needs of students and does not teach anything about the spirit. Because of this, academic knowledge is incomplete. Knowledge of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead is the ultimate example of spiritual perfection. A person cannot perform acts of devotional service unless they are absolutely convinced of the many wonderfulness of the Supreme Lord. Though most people are aware of God's greatness, they do not fully comprehend it. Here, Arjuna affirms that those with a demonic nature and a lack of faith are unable to understand Krishna. Even the gods don't know who he is. Therefore, one should conform to Arjun's path. He was given the Bhagavad authority. He regarded Arjun as a close friend and a devoted follower. Arjun seems to be content with his comprehension of the Supreme Lord Krishna in the 16th verse. However, he is requesting that Krishna clarify his all-pervading nature so that people will comprehend it in the future. Sisters Diti and Aditi are related. The sons of Diti and Aditi are referred to as Daityas, respectively. All Daityas are followers of the Lord, and all Daityas reject all forms of religion. Despite being a Daitya by birth, Prahlada was a great devotee even as a young child. He is regarded as a representative of Krishna because of his godlike qualities and devotional service. By entering everything as the Supersoul, the Supreme Lord is represented throughout the entirety of the material universe. Here, the Lord tells Arjuna that it serves no purpose to understand how things function in their distinct opulence and greatness. He should be aware that everything exists because Krishna entered them as Supersoul. The Lord has entered every single thing and is maintaining them, ranging from Brahm, the largest entity, to the smallest ant. Because even the greatest demigods, like Brahm and Ishvar, can only capture a small portion of the splendor of the Supreme Lord, idol worship is discouraged here. There is no one greater than him because he is the source of all life. He is Samata, which means that no one is superior to him and that no one is equal to him. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our future content.